again, and thank you very much for joining us today on the program Woman to Woman. I'm adorable Adisuwa Osa-Owage. We're talking woman. This is time for action. A lot of women don't even know what to do with themselves. Women don't take care of themselves anymore. Why? What are we saving this money for? Where do you go to when you have health issues? Women don't care about their health anymore, especially when they have this huge project. A woman wants to build a house, yes, fine. A woman wants to own property, own good cars, exotic cars, good clothes and all of that. Nobody's arguing. But what about your health? Why do we relegate our health to the background? Women don't want to talk about themselves. We're waiting for the man to bring money. It's funny. We need you alive. That is why you must, as a matter of urgency, make your health a priority. In fact, we're going to declare state of emergency on that issue very soon. All right, so we're going to talk about the woman's health today. Why should the woman take care of herself? Why is it very important, I say, for the woman to be healthy? Ronke Ojekere, she is the founder of SOTHAWACA. She will tell us what it means. All right, it's very long. I know that she deals with,
yes.
Yeah, I know she deals with children. She deals with women. It's a woman thing. So Ronke Ojekere, it's nice to have you on the program again.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while. So tell us about SOTHAWACA.
SOTHAWACA. Let's first talk about the sentence SOTHAWACA.
SOTHAWACA, yes.
SOTHAWACA, like you know, is the acronym.
It's an acronym,
yes,
yeah.
And it's Society to Heighten Awareness of Women and Children Abuse.
Okay.
That's the name. I always tell people when they ask me, I say, don't worry about the name.
Just
know the acronym.
Just know the acronym.
Everybody knows who SOTHAWACA is. Yes.
Yes, that's who she is. She's very much involved when it comes to women and children. And we're taking the women's health very serious. And we're dealing with the eyes. We're beginning to see a lot of women out there who have issues with their eyes, and they are not doing anything about it. Rather, they will go and slice onion and put in their eyes. Some will look for a breastfeeding mother. Please give me some of the milk. Let me put in my eyes.
Yes.
And then some will just, I saw you with red eyes the other day. What medications did you use? Without actually going to see a doctor or going to see a professional to ask. You know, let me use what my sister used. Can actually blind you. So Ronke Ojekere, you're taking this course of fighting for the woman's eyes very serious. Tell us about it.
You just said to me you hadn't seen me in a while.
Yes,
you hadn't seen me in a while because we have been in a rural community in Akoko Edo where we are doing preventive eye care measures. We're looking at the women and the children, which is, like you know, our core area of focus,
and they're vulnerable.
But also
too.
we have also added the youths and men and the aged. You said exactly what we heard when we went out to do a study of this issue, and I was stunned that in this modern day, women still believe in looking for breastfeeding mothers to put a tot or breast milk in their eyes. Some say it makes the eyes whiter. Some say it kills the worms. Some use ogogoro. There's so many things, and you kind of ask, how did you learn all of this? You know, it's something that has been even from ancient of days.
And that's why women are losing their eyes.
Women are not caring for themselves in general. A woman would rather not wear glasses and squint because she believes that when she starts to wear glasses, her eyes starts to sink to the back, and soon you will only be seeing the socket. The kind of things we come up with, you know, and they don't know that when the earlier you start to take care of your eyes, the better it is. After a certain age, I tell women that after age 40, definitely you will not have that 50-50 vision that you ought to have. You know, so that's why we have this taking that sensitization, you know, to the grassroots community to start to talk to everybody, children, women, men, the youth, about the need to care for their eyes. And in addition to that, wherever we find anybody who has complete issues with their eyes, we get the ophthalmologist, of the optician and all of that, to optometrist, to have, yes, it's a total package that we are doing.
Okay, now let me ask you this question. Why is it difficult for women to access medical care? Why is it hard for them? Even when
everything is
available, yeah.
You know, this issue that women should be relegated to the background, I think that has actually played a major role in why women do not take their health issues seriously. You know, some will tell you, where's the money going to come from?
Even when the woman has money.
Even when the woman has money. There are other things that she has interest in. A woman, you can find a woman who's going to buy jewelry and buy shoes and all of that. But when you say to her, why don't you go and do a complete medical to know how fit you are, you know? And they start to ask you, how much is that going to cost me? And when you now start telling them, okay, 5,000 naira in this modern day is going to cost me 5,000 naira, let alone when you now start telling them 25,000 naira, then they will shout, where am I going to get the money from? Even when it is free, they are always too busy to make themselves available for such issues. That's why men are cashing in on things like that.
Does the woman need reorientation? Or do we have to rearrange our way of thinking? Because sometimes it beats me hollow. When you see a woman suffering, almost dying, and this one has money, and she won't go to the hospital, she's always busy. I need to cook, I need to do this, I need to do that. And you begin to wonder, like my husband will say, what are women always doing? That they are forever busy.
We are very busy people. A woman's time clock wakes up at 3 a.m. because she has to start to plan everything about her house. The cleanliness of her house, the feeding of her house, those who are going to go to market, they get ready for their children before they do.
So when will she have that me time? Me time as, okay, this is my time.
Let me throw it back to you at this
Please
one.
do.
When do you have
I'm not going to look at you.
When do no? That's why I turned now. When do
I'm not looking.
So when do you have your me time?
Well,
do you
I try
sincerely?
Sincerely, I don't really have that me time.
Oh, many women
don't really have that me time,
yes,
but I try my best possible
to have your me time.
To have my me time,
yes,
and take my health serious.
Well, that's the thing about it. But you know, like I was saying, the last thing anybody wants to do, you know, cancer, this one, yes. But when you tell them about the eye, they tell you the
I see very well.
I really the pain person, you know. And many people in the rural community never really had access to eye care.
Perhaps they don't even know.
Like many of us did growing up. When your mother sees you squinting, she's automatically asking you what's happening to your eyes. Some, you know, you say, oh, my eye feels like there's plenty of sand inside of it. You know, then your mother starts to know that there's something going wrong with your eyes. But in the rural community, they will just tell you to take scoop water in your hand
and then rinse,
and then hold it there. I find myself doing it at times. I find myself, when my eye starts to itch, I just take water and I do all of that. I do that.
And do you get some relief?
I get relief. I do that because
But the relief will be only temporary.
I grew up with my grandmother in my house, and I saw my grandmother do so many native things, you know, and it was when the thing is not
working,
easing out, that you find me telling my mom that my eyes are itching and all of that. And in the rural community, who are they going to talk to? Even if they are going to talk to anybody, like we have come to realizing, they have to go distant of miles to even access an eye clinic. And even when you access the eye clinic, how many? One? And then maybe you have just one ophthalmologist or an optical nurse.
The other day I was talking to somebody and the person said that, well, in their clinic, they do not have any eye doctor, whether ophthalmologist or optician or optometrist or just anybody that does anything with the eye. And the women were like, they were almost losing their eyes. The person called into my health program on radio and was like, so what do we do?
No, but if you go to the
Why is the awareness so
If you go to the rural, maybe it's in Oredo, maybe here, the city, that you would say, okay, that we have Stella Obasanjo, we have UBTH, we have the specialist hospital where we have people, you know, who are trained for it. But many of the PHCs, like the PHCs where we are working, the 3 communities where we are working, they don't have any such things. You just have probably 2 community health workers in the place, running the place. And what time, or if I studied optometry and I finished school, am I going to be looking to going to
the rural area,
a rural community? So one of the things that we are telling the local government chairman is, you know what? After all of this, we want for you to at least get one youth corper who is an optometrist to remain, try and source for. Because by the end of our project, we will be leaving an equipment in one of the PHCs. And who's going to run it? Who's going to man that thing, for heaven's sake? Are we just going to leave it there and just leave it because we said we want to leave? No. So one of the things we're advocating for is that, you know what, these community health workers are going to be trained. We will not train them. You understand?
But at least they should be able to assist
they should be able to.
Women.
Yes, they should be able to say, you know what, you have this level of eye problem,
and
referral. Where they see this serious eye problem, they refer out. Okay. But then we do need somebody to man the equipment.
Okay, aside that now, how do you get the woman to come? Because women, like we said before, will not come out, particularly those in the rural areas. I've had cause to be in one of these rural areas, and I know how difficult it was to get 10 women to talk to. Others are like, what did they do there? I beg, I they go farm. The other one, I they go do this. The other one, I they go do that. You just
took it out of my mouth. We had a community sensitization, and we know how long it took us to wait for these people.
So how many women did you get?
Well, we got, I was just counting yesterday because I was looking at the pictures, 12 women.
Just 12?
Just 12 women. Just 12 women.
Is it a societal problem or the woman's problem? Why women don't come out? Because sometimes you hear women dying from one preventable ailment or the other.
Exactly.
And then from research we discovered that they did not present early enough. Why do women wait until they are almost dying before they seek medical help for whatever ailment?
Women are truly...
A list of others on the eyes. Yes. Why do women don't find it hard?
If that's something that beats me. because I don't understand why you are being talked to about issues that, this attitude of it not concern me, especially in the rural community. The first thing they're asking you is, are you going to give me money? I'll leave my farm to come out for you to talk to me. No. Even when they want to come out, they want to come out after 6 o'clock to come and listen to you. And how many hours are they going to stay with you? Maybe 1 hour. That's all.
I mean, they may just want to sit for sitting sake.
They will just want, if they decide to stay, if they decide to stay, you understand? They are not the least interested. We have done community sensitization about all of this, and you would expect.
But if it's election time, the women will come out.
Yes, because of that dancing and that 500. I tell you what, 500 naira is a lot of money to some women.
They will come out, but not to vote for women anyway.
We got, when we had our second outing, we got more, well, did we really get more women? Maybe we got 15 or 16 women, all right, because we had broken it down into categories. So we were expecting X number of women from a community, all right? And why did they come out? Because there was Naira and Kobo attached to that activity. But when we had the first activity, which had to do with a community mobilization,
the women didn't
because
come.
we're not going to give them.
Is it the level of poverty or education, or they go hand in hand?
I think they go vice versa. Two of them go like this, If you are educated in the rural community and you do not have money, nobody wants to listen to you. They will ask you whether the Turenchi that you are speaking, whether that is what is going to put bread and butter on their table, whether that is going to look after their children. But when you say to them that, you know what, something like this eye issue, I think you should come to listen to it, because who sees the child first? The mother.
The mother.
And when a child starts to have issues about the eyes, right, starts to present symptoms that is showing that my child has eye, if you had come out to listen to desensitization, you will be able to put 1 and 2 together to say this may just be an issue for the eyes that we can nip in the bud if we catch it early.
That is, if the woman will willingly seek medical help. Otherwise, she will use breast milk. Yeah. Use onion, use bitter leaf, use alcohol.
I told you that when we were talking with women, when we were doing our research, these were the things we found out. And when we asked why, madam, you know what, we'll have to travel from here to here. And then we don't even have the facility here. They will still tell us to go to here. And they're not ready for all that. They say all that money, everything boils down to money. All that money, why should I waste money? I will go good, go good. I will go bad, go bad. Those are the kind of things that you hear. And it takes a lot. That orientation, we need to continuously teach
the woman.
That listen, this is the eye issues like cancer, like any other ailment, are things that if you catch early are treatable. But like you said, and like we all know, these issues will wait until it is too late. And then you now start hearing, had I known, for those who will say, had I known.
Okay, we're talking about rural women. Now, what about the women, the so-called elite and the ones in the urban areas? They're even worse off.
True.
Because I was talking to somebody recently and said, why are you squinting? You need glasses. No, I never old. I said, who's talking about being old? You need glasses. I use glasses. I know you use glasses, but it does not take anything out of my age or reduce it either. You need glasses. And she vehemently refused and said, it's not my portion. It's not my portion.
Whose portion is it? Your portion, my portion?
I don't get it. I think we are wired somehow. We're wired in a very difficult way.
Well, that one of wearing glasses, I told you, and that is something that I have always told people. I said, they say they don't want their eyes sunken, this, and I tell people that I started wearing glasses from age 10. My eyes are not at the back of my head yet.
I think we have this misinformation.
I think it is the information. We need to start to educate. When there was somebody I was talking to, and I think I went somewhere and I didn't have my glasses, and I said to myself, my day is useless. And she said, why? I said, I don't have my glasses on. If you do, I said, no. And the next thing I heard her say, oh, you are jebotas, that they started checking your eyes when people were small children. I couldn't relate it. Like, what has a jebota got to do with the fact that I cannot see without my glasses? And that day I had to tell her that I'm not exactly a very young woman, just in case you don't know. You know, just that I do not want to wear bifocals. I want to be seen to be wearing reading glasses because I only need reading glasses. But wherein I now start to need glasses for sight and for reading, trust me, I'm going to do that. But for now, I just need reading glasses. You understand? And those are the things, you know, it's something that we must continuously talk about. Women will say, the least of my problem is my eyes. But, you know, if you tell them that you have a D&G sunglasses, they'll buy. They'll buy. One lady told me, I will not wear glasses if it is not the fashion glasses and all of that. I said, you know what, it's not the frame that is the glasses. It is the bottle or the plastic that is put in it. So if you wear D&G and wear Gucci and you wear that, and I take my common plastic glasses, it is the effectiveness of what is in that frame that matters to me. It is not the frame. Whether it's Gucci, which governor was it that the wife had these very expensive glasses and nobody, like sunglasses, and nobody was looking at the woman. They were busy taking the photograph of that very expensive frame. That's not what I want. When I want to wear glasses, I want to wear glasses because it is a glasses that had been recommended by a doctor that specialized in eye care. You know, funny enough, there are so many NGOs about, you know, so many NGOs that come out to say, okay, we are for women, we are for children. But you just say that once, twice, and you don't see them anymore. You know, and I'm beginning to wonder, why do you have such organizations who come out to say, okay, we want to support women, we want to do this for women. Now it's time for you to, you know, put actions to words, and we are not seeing them. I always tell people that the establishment of an NGO is not for short distance runners. As for long distance, you would run and run, not just relay race of 100 meters. No, it is. You know, you have to run for that race. Long time. One. Two, it is the passion. It is not the naira and kobo in it. It is the passion. To help. Do you have a passion? Do you have enough to drive you? If you don't, after some time you get burnt out. Anyway, you're doing very well for women and children. We see you, and each time I see your post on Facebook and all of that, I say, oh, how many have made you cry lately? So, oh, a lot have made me cry. A lot have made me cry because some of us women don't even know where to draw the line. We take our health for granted. We take our marriages for granted. We take our children for granted. We take everything for granted. We take every single thing for granted. Yes, we do. So, are you alone in this, Ronke? the struggle for women.
In the struggle for women to get their sight right.
Well, I'm not alone in all of this. I have people who have sponsored me.
Aha, because sometimes, okay.
Yes, I will not fail to mention it, you
Okay.
know, because it would not be right that you have people who have put out their money to say to you, you know what?
To save the woman.
We have looked at your proposal and we think that this is what you should do. So when people like that, no matter how little the money is, you must appreciate them, because not many people part with money. Not many. You looked at my chest just now and you said, wow, yeah, yes. It was courtesy of an organization. And when you see such people who are God sent, then you now appreciate them.
Okay.
You understand?
All right, so what are you going to say to the woman now as we round off?
Because for today I'm talking strictly on eyes and your general well-being. I tell you what, without the eyes, your world is not a world. Yes. So because I also appreciate the fact that the eyes is something that we need, I would ask women, in addition to taking care of yourself, take care of your eyes.
That is, if they will take care of themselves.
Don't wait
and
until
just pile up money, pile up money. We have this way of saying, husband money, they sweet. You know that kind of a thing.
Husband money na our money.
Sweet, and you don't want to spend your own money.
Husband money na our money. You don't say.
But your own money is
my
your
own money. Is my money.
All right. Thank you very much, Ronke, for finding time to be with us. All right, woman, it's now in your hands to take care of yourself. Nobody will do that for you but you. We'll see you again on Woman to Woman. Bye-bye.